meet up with some woman he'd met at the club a few days ago, but he wouldn't dare tell his brother. When he chose silence, Krew pushed out a hard breath. What's our deal, bro? I know the deal, Krew. Obviously you don't, so tell me. I stay clean, go to school, get my degree, and come help out here at Flavor, or you'll invest in a business for me. That shit is on repeat in my life. It's kinda hard to forget. And I don't get out of pocket. I know the fucking deal, Krew. I wasn't getting high. I was just getting pussy. You want to piss test me? No, I want you to hold up your end of the deal so I don't have to question your actions. I'm not accusing you of getting high. I'm accusing you of not following the rules. That's it. Navy's face twisted in aggravation, but he understood why his brother kept a tight hold on him. He'd almost died. Krew felt personally responsible even if it wasn't his fault. He'd pushed drugs but never had Navy around them. Navy's first hit had been courtesy of his then-girlfriend and had nothing to do with Krew. By the time he found out, Navy was already in deep with a habit that simply wouldn't go away. In the beginning, it was just a line or two, but quickly became a habit he couldn't shake, until the night he'd almost lost his life. When he regained consciousness and his brother snatched him from the hospital bed and cried, Navy knew he had to get his life together. His brother was the strongest person he knew, and to see him so broken behind his mistakes had Navy rethinking his life. 6 months of in-house rehab and a year of weekly sessions had done the trick. He was 4 years into his sobriety and had no plans on going back down that road. I know, bro, I messed up, but it won't happen again. Navy spoke with sincerity. He felt like he was always having to prove himself, and it was beyond frustrating. However, he loved his brother and owed him his life. Find a tutor. I'll pay for it. This is your last year. Don't fuck up when you're at the finish line. I'm proud of you. You've really been putting in work, but you're not done yet. Don't mess this up, Navy. I won't, but I don't need a tutor. Navy's face went tight. He was already struggling with being older than most of the students in his classes. They were young as hell and immature. His quiet demeanor made him stick out like a sore thumb. They were always in his face with the, "What's your story?" questions and looks. He damn sure didn't want one of their young asses knowing he was struggling to keep up or having insight on why he was just now finishing his degree. If that were the case, you wouldn't be failing. Get a tutor. Damn. I hate that I even gave you the login to check my grades and shit. Krew's brows lifted as he leaned back, settling deeper into his chair. His posture was relaxed now that he had laid eyes on his brother. You didn't give me a damn thing. Navy's jaw muscles flexed with the reality of things. That was another part of the deal. Krew had total access to his life. It was bad enough that Navy was on an allowance from his big brother, but knowing he had passwords and access to his entire life was a hard pill to swallow. It fucked with his ego, but it was his fault. Can I go now, or is there anything else you want to emasculate me with? Krew didn't show any emotion, not so much as cracking a smile or amusement in his eyes. His brother's well-being wasn't a joke to him. When Krew thought he was going to lose Navy, part of him had died as well. He had damn near raised his baby brother. They'd lost their mother when Navy was 10, and their father passed away when he was 16. Since then, the only person Navy could rely on was his big brother, and Krew didn't play about him. It was one of the main reasons why it had torn Krew up so badly when he found out the Navy was doing drugs. Krew had been in the streets so heavy, trying to make sure they continued to eat, that it was overlooked. To this day, he blamed himself. I love you, Navy. I would give my life for yours in a heartbeat. I don't ask for much. Work with me, okay? How I'm dealing with things is not about emasculating you. I want you alive and well. The two had a heated stare down, and Navy broke first. I know. I love you too. Navy loved his brother, and was more than grateful. He simply struggled with no longer having control over his life, which was why he was working so hard to pull it all together. You staying? Krew asked. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out for a little minute to see what I can get into.